Hello everyone, welcome back to GTA Vice City Ultimate 100%. And first of all, I wanted to say that I'm sorry that last week there wasn't any episode. Uh, it was because my finals are coming, and I think in June there will be a lot less uh, episodes. I would say not uh, one per week, but maybe one per 2 weeks or something like that. I'll um, try to make it regular in some way. So let's say once every 2 weeks. So so yeah, until the end of June, I would say the schedule will be a bit off. Uh, but I hope it will be worth the wait for you. Anyway. In this episode, we finish up the missions for Ken Rosenberg. So first up, we're heading to his office and start the Jury Fury mission.
Oh, oh, for God's sake, it's you. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna need new pants. Hey, those psychos from up north, they've been on the horn, and they're coming down here soon. Now, where is the goddamn money?
Relax, relax. We're not at that part yet.
Oh, I thought that you were taking care of this. I really did. And now those Guidos say we gotta do them a favor.
You mean I gotta do him a favor?
Oh, of course that's what I mean. Do I look like I can intimidate a jury? I couldn't intimidate a child, and believe me, I've tried. Now look, it's either that or Forelli's cousin Giorgio gets 5 years for fraud. You gotta take these guys out!
I understand. Help the jury change their minds. Don't worry about it.
No! I tried that! The jury case didn't go so well. So make them change their minds.
Alright, more crap to wipe up. What did I do wrong in a past life? Dumb Florida moron.
Okay, so this mission is actually mm, not connected to the main story, let's say, because it has nothing to do with the deal that happened at the beginning of the game, but it's connected to the Forellis. Sonny Forelli is the guy that old friend of Tommy's from Liberty City that sent him down south, and we have to help his cousin uh, by intimidating the jury for his trial. And there are two of them. One is in Vice Point. We have to smash his car up. You can shoot it. You can destroy it with chainsaw.
No, he's not guilty.
And if you deal enough damage, then the uh, jury is scared off, and yeah. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you about this mission. There isn't really anything particularly special about it. Because at the beginning of the mission there was this guy that got run over, and like it's like, I assume, the introduction to melee weapons and so on, and that you can smash the cars. This one you cannot kill, but if you try to scare him by pointing a gun at him or something, he'll try to uh, run away, and you have to just smash the door and get him out.
Not guilty. Understand? Good.
And that concludes the mission. But there is one special thing that I will talk about after the failed states. You can get wasted, obviously, as usual.
I didn't do anything, officer.
busted. And if you kill the juror in Washington Beach, that also fails the mission because you only had to scare him. So this truck right here is an unusual truck. You cannot find it in traffic or anything like that. You can only find it in 2 missions. So that makes it kind of special. It doesn't have any special properties like being bulletproof or anything like that, but it's a rare vehicle, so we're going to save it in the Ocean Heights apartment garage, I believe. And yeah, so it's pretty much it's the Spunt Express
How's the suntan?
truck.
I ain't got no suntan.
We ain't got my money either, so I'm one of them myself. What are you doing? So tell me, what are you doing?
I'm looking for the money, Sonny. Don't worry.
I am worrying, Tommy. That's my style, because I seem to have this problem in my life with unreliable people. Don't be an unreliable person, Tommy, please. Do us both a favor. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. How am I gonna get home?
So this is the first mission that we can acquire it, and it's the easier method of getting it because you just have to take it after the mission. The next mission, the Riot, is the second one of the missions that you can acquire this truck, but it's much more complicated. Well, it's not that hard, but it's more complicated, so I won't bother with getting it that way. And I don't want to take duplicates of the same
Get to the payphone next to the mall in Washington.
special car because we have a limited space in our garages, especially before we unlock uh, the Sunshine Autos, which is an asset later in the game. So yeah, one copy will be enough. Coming up next is the final mission for Ken Rosenberg, and it's called the Riot. It actually introduces us to another character in Vice City, for which we can make not make but 2 missions. We've met him already at the party, so at the first mission for Ken Rosenberg. His name is Avery Carrington, and he's I don't know, entrepreneur, developer, like simply just like a capitalist guy, and he has one problem, which we can solve.
Avery, goes without saying. Tommy, any progress? No. Tell me later. Tommy, this is Avery Carrington. I believe you met at the party?
Not in person?
Howdy.
Avery here has a proposition.
Haven't we got other things on our mind?
I'm trying to keep the wolves from the door. So could you please cut me some slack? I'm stretched like a wire, and even if I'm dead by the end of the week, I'd like to think that I didn't die poor.
Now just
okay?
calm down, both of you. Son, you help me, and any greaseballs giving you a hard time, I'll see to it they take a long dirt nap.
Okay. What can I do for you?
This delivery company's got its depot on some prime land. They won't sell. They're hanging on like a big old prairie rat. So we gotta go in there and smoke that vermin out. Head on down there and stir up a hornet's nest. The security will have their hands full, and then you can sneak in and put them out of business.
And you could drop by Raphael's for a change of clothes. You might be there a while, but yeah, go for it.
Should be a riot.
If the balls drop like they should, stop by my office sometime.
Who are these pricks anyway? Lawyer pricks, rug-wearing pricks, surrounded by pricks.
So we have to start a riot just to make this business, this delivery business, bankrupt. So we stop by Raphael's to blend in. You actually can go there to the location where you have to start the riot. without changing clothes, but then they are more likely to target you when you start fighting them. So yeah. You can see me often, how do I say it? Complete the missions in not the fastest ways. For example, I can shoot the barrels and shoot the trucks right here, but I want to show you as much of the script as I can. So I do the mission intended way, and you'll see me do that a lot. It's not like the speedrun strats, so I won't bother. If you want to check out the speedrun strats, you can watch the speedruns for that. In future, I'll plan to do some speedruns, like for sure the any percent no SSU. That looks like a fun category, so after the gate opens, you just have to destroy these 3 tracks, which are the spandex tracks that we acquired in the last mission, and the mission is passed. For the fail states, you can get wasted. And obviously you can get busted, and there are no other fail states for this mission. So as you can see, we can take missions from Avery Carrington right now, but we won't do that until very, very late in the game for a few reasons. Mainly because there's this one annoying glitch.
Hola, is this Mr. Versetti?
Yeah,
This is Cortez. You were at my party?
yeah, I remember.
Mr. Versetti, it was a most unfortunate incident that happened with your business deal.
I know.
I want you to know me and my people are doing their utmost to get to the bottom of it. If you'd like to talk to me more privately, you can find me at the boat, huh? Okay? Good day, senor.
So the Avery Carrington missions are not for us right now, but the missions for Colonel Cortez are our next goal. So as you can see, we in this hardware store, maybe you didn't know that earlier, but we actually unlocked the baseball bat, and the machete is still out of stock. As we progress the missions, there will be a few things that will be unlocked in both ammunition store and the hardware store. I'll try to keep track of them, but I won't promise anything. Maybe I'll skip something. One other thing that I like to mention, I may miss some things in this playthrough, like some fail states or some rewards, like some uh, rewards for completing the mission, like unlocking the shotgun, for example, in ammunition store. Feel free to let me know that I missed something like that. I know that I missed one fail state in the second episode, actually, in the stadium for the hot drink event, and I mentioned it in a comment. But I probably will do like an extra episode where I go over things that I missed. So yeah. Uh, but that's that for the missions today. As you can see, only 15 minutes have passed. so I figured I will show you a cool trick connected to the party mission. As you can recall, I said that you can make as many vehicles black as you want, and you may have trouble with finding the storage space for that if you want to collect more. And as you know, in mainland there's a lot of space for storage, but the bridges are blocked. So I'll show you a few ways you can transport the vehicles from one side to another. Uh, and yeah, I don't know if I mentioned that, but you can turn black almost any vehicle using this glitch that I showed you in the last episode. It works for choppers and boats. There are a few exceptions, like I think the Sea Sparrow or the Hunter helicopter or the tank. Uh, I'm not sure about that. You can correct me if you want. But yeah, every other vehicle can be turned black, and if you have some favorite ones, you don't want to do only one, you can use a few methods to get them. So you're probably familiar with the getting under the Prone Island Bridge glitch, but I don't know if you knew that you can actually get to the other side on bike, on any kind of bike. It can be Sanchez, it can be freeway. I even tried it with Fagio. It still works. You just have to hack the wall as you enter the glitched concrete block. That's it. So I use that to store in the garage this black PCJ that we got. And yeah, you can turn the vehicles black and get them to the other side. Especially, it's easy for the bikes. But you can do other vehicles, not all of them. They have to be quite fast. And I'll show you what I mean by first I'll show you how to get fast vehicles from mainland to the east part of the town. And for that you'll need a Packer truck, which we used in one episode before. It's basically that truck with uh, rails on top of it, where you can park a vehicle, and it's located in the docks. So uh, let's go there. Also, I'm sorry if I sound a little weird. It's just I have some cold and I have to record it right away, and I can't get rid of it. I have to record it today if I want to release it on Saturday. So yeah, sorry about that. But the basic idea behind getting the vehicles to the other side is use the packer as a ramp and jump in a specific point uh, on the bridge to Prone Island. And as you can imagine, you have to get a relatively fast car if you want to make it across the gap. But yeah, for example, let's say you want to make your hot ring racer any variation, let's say hot ring B. You want to make it black using the glitch from the party. You can obviously do that, but there's a few things you have to be on the lookout for. First of all, you have to use this method to get it to the other side. But then I don't know if I mentioned it in the first episode. If now, I'm mentioning it now. This vehicle has special properties, so being explosion and fireproof. As soon as you use that glitch to make it black, the game removes that special properties. I looked into the code and I finally understand why it is. Or I think I understand it. Basically, how this glitch works is it doesn't it, it doesn't leave the car that you arrived in where it was. It just checks what car arrived there and then puts it in the same positions, and but earlier destroys it. But it doesn't read the special properties, so uh, when it's back to um, how do I say it? So when you get out of the party, the vehicle loses the properties, and the glitch works in a way. I assume that game doesn't know what color it was, and it just gives it color black because it's like the first number or something like that. So you just want to make the truck face about something like this wall of the studio. You'll see me do it right here. Okay, and now the important part. You cannot enter any other vehicle until you get to the vehicle that you want, because otherwise the vehicle that you entered before, so in that case the Packer, will disappear, because it saves up, the game saves up to 2 vehicles that you can ride, including the one you're in. Anyway, you just have to run back. If you have infinite sprint, that's no problem. I think run back to the garage, take the desired hot ring, and jump to the other side. You'll see that this looks kind of sloppy, and it's because I made it in my first attempt, and I didn't bother to redo it. But yeah, if it works, it works. So be patient, and it's possible with most of the cars. So yeah, obviously I cannot change the color to black, not that I wanted anyways. But I'll just show you that it's possible to get it to the other side. You can first ride on it slowly and to be sure that you're on the right path, and then make the jump. As you can see here, I lined myself up a bit. It doesn't work out in the end, I believe, but yeah, can be helpful, I guess. Go back as much as you want. I would recommend the farthest that you can go, and just make the jump. As you can see, I barely made it, but I made it anyway, so I figured I'd go with it, and I'll just save at one safe house, and I'll show you the way to get from the east part of the city to the west. So for example, you already glitched the car, it's black, but you want to get it back to the storage, so you need another Packer. And you may be wondering, where's the Packer in this part of the town? And it's actually in the film studio, which is currently locked. Luckily for us, there's a unique stunt jump that we covered in episode 7, I believe. That allows us to get into the studio, and that is exactly what we were going to use. So we'll jump into the studio, line the Packer up to jump to the other side of the bridge, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And you can see why the speed is pretty important in that one also. So we head back to the Crown Island, and yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. Mm, I think I covered everything about that glitch. Also, one other thing. While working on a future episode, actually recording for that, I often use Wikipedia, like the GTA Wikipedia, and I found out there are some false informations, or there lacks some information, sorry, uh, mainly about the failstate. That's actually the one thing that interests me. Uh, so I'll try to uh, be prepared for other episodes, so that the fail states are actually the correct ones, or that they are the old ones. But I cannot promise that I won't miss anything. If you know that I missed some obvious or not an obvious fail state, let me know. I talked to some guys at the Vice City speedrun community, and they helped me with finding those fail states, and in general, reading the code and finding some interesting things about the scripts. But yeah, I think I'll do a dedicated episode to getting things straight. But yeah, back to the method. Uh, as you can see, as sloppy as it can be. But as for the same as the other jump, let's say, it was my first try, so I thought it would be good enough. So I went with it. So I'll just get it back to the garage, and we'll go save. And that will be it for for this episode. So yeah. Uh, I think I told you everything I know about the Part A glitch. So the converting the vehicle to color black. And yeah, as I said, the episode may be a bit irregular until the end of June. Then uh, the school will be over, and I can do more. I think. I hope so, at least. Maybe I'll make up for it for you, so I'll release 2 episodes a week or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to promise anything. So right now, until the end of June, you can expect an episode uh, every 2 weeks. If you're in Europe, it should be by the evening of Saturdays. For US, I guess that's like midday in the east. No, it's like midday in the west, right? And or no, I'm not sure. I'm not good on the time zones in the US. Sorry about that. Anyways, we're heading to the Ocean Beach Safe House, the one with garage, so I believe it's Ocean Heights apartment. And yeah, in the next episode we'll be focusing on Colner Cortez missions. There are 3 missions for him at the beginning of the game, and we're going to do them all. There are a few fun things to do with that, so be on the lookout for that episode for sure. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one, whenever that will be. Uh, so yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.